Welcome back, you guys. All right, you guys, school is starting. It's right around the corner. I know for my daughter, it's like in 3 weeks. But it's time to start thinking of back to school clothes, binders, pens, all those things, but it's also time to start thinking about breakfast. And Allie Spencer is here from LDS Hospital, our registered dietitian, who comes and talks to us about all these incredible things we need to start implementing into our life. But one thing that you feel super passionate about is breakfast.
Is breakfast, yes. And a lot of times with breakfast, it's what can I grab, what's fast? And so a lot of times we don't make healthy choices, or we don't make any choice, and we just leave without having breakfast. And it really is one of the most important meals of the day.
So what should we actually be thinking about when it comes to breakfast?
So when I look at breakfast, I say make sure you have two components. Make sure you always have at least protein and that you have carbohydrates too. And protein could be things like eggs or nuts and seeds or some sort of lean meat, could be dairy, and then also your carbohydrates would be things like fruits or starches.
Okay, so I feel like I'm hearing a lot about that. Like that's kind of what you should be implementing into every meal, right?
Yes, that's the power couple. Protein and carbohydrates with every single meal, every snack. That's a good way to go.
And that's a really great balance.
Yeah.
So show us some of the options that you have brought for us.
So all of these are really simple options. The first is doing a yogurt parfait, right? So doing a non-fat, unsweetened yogurt. You could put a little bit of honey in there with some granola and some fruit.
Well, and there's something really fun about making it look pretty like that.
Yeah.
Like I know for my 11-year-old, she'd be like, oh my gosh, that looks so cute.
You feel so fancy eating out of a special dish. And that's all things that you have in, super easy to make. The next thing I have up here are these egg cups. And these are really something you can do ahead of time. So it's like you're making scrambled eggs. So you do your eggs, you put whatever peppers or whatever vegetables. You could do peppers or onions or zucchini, put some cheese in there if you wanted Canadian bacon. Then you mix them all together and you spray or grease a muffin tin. You bake them for 30 minutes and then you can store them in your fridge and then pop them in the microwave on your way every day.
This has been on my list of things to do for like months, because every morning I'm like, and I was just telling Allie during the break, like, I think as you get older, you realize how important breakfast is. And there's so many mornings where I'll sacrifice washing my hair to just like have breakfast. And because it really affects your whole day. And I think about like these kids going into school, it is so important to give them a healthy, balanced breakfast. And that's one thing that I think is something you can plan ahead and have ready. And that's totally up my alley.
And it's packed with protein. Packed with protein. And that's something a lot of times we miss out on, especially if we're doing like sugary cereal, because that's a lot of sugar. Not so great for our brain. Protein is good. So
it's good. Love it.
Something really simple. The next thing, and this is one of my favorites, is to do quinoa for breakfast.
Okay, so I don't ever do quinoa for breakfast. Tell me how you're doing this.
So what you do is you just make quinoa, again, something to make in advance. Make a big pot of quinoa in advance, store it in a Tupperware in your fridge, and then when it comes to having it in the morning, scoop some in a cup, put a little bit of either milk or something like almond milk or soy milk, microwave it up, and put your choice of toppings. I like to put the shredded coconut.
An oatmeal almost,
yeah,
right?
just like a breakfast cereal. So you could do it cold or you could do it hot and put whatever you want in there. You could put cocoa, you could put bananas. I put mango and coconut in mine. Really good.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How long can you store that in the fridge for, quinoa?
I would keep it for about a week.
A week is,
yeah.
Okay.
For your eggs and for your quinoa for about a week.
So that's something good that you can plan ahead and have it be easy in the morning.
Oh, so simple, because you can eat it hot or cold. And then last but not least, this is another really easy standby of doing whole wheat toast and having some sort of nut butter and then some fruit. Instead of jam, I like to slice up my fruit and put it on top. You could slice up bananas, I put strawberries on here, you could do apples. It's a really fun take on plain old peanut butter toast.
But it's delicious. That's actually one of my favorite things for breakfast. Allie, how do people find out more about how they can sit down and meet with you and work on their diet goals?
On intermountain.org, you can go to our information. We are LDS Hospital and Dietary Services.
I know, and you have such great tips, and I know you do so many wonderful things helping people get back on track with their diet, so thank you for all that you do, and thanks for the great tips, and we'll have a link to all of these on our website, so stick around. So yeah, check that out. But do stick around. Maybe you should leave, because we're making orange creamsicle cupcakes, which I don't think that's on the list of healthy items for breakfast, but we can enjoy them for the last few weeks before school.
Definitely,
Okay.
before school starts,
We're eating them like this.
Like this.
Or like this. It doesn't
I promise
matter.
I won't look.